let's grab the weight again. You're gonna have the chair right next to you. So let's have the chair to the right and your weight in your left hand. Let's just stand for a moment, just let everything settle. Make sure the wall is not too close behind you. I just realized we're gonna be doing a little step back. So I'm gonna take your left arm into cactus position. You can stay holding the chair for a little bit. You're gonna lift your right knee up into a march. And then you're gonna bring your left elbow towards your right knee. So you get this nice little rounding of the spine. And then just step that foot down as you come back to your starting position. So we'll do a round of this, right? So you curl in and just step down. Now, you can try not using the chair, maybe just a fingertip on the chair. And at some point, you can even practice taking your hand away, and it's there if you need it, just to continue our balance practice. Good, let's do 3 more. Keep your elbow up high. Try not to let the arm drop too much. 2 and 1. Okay, drop that left arm down. Drop over to the left and let your head drop too. Lots of dropping. And you can shake out that arm a little bit and then roll on up. Let's stay on this side and we'll do the next variation. Then we'll go to the other. So take your left arm back in cactus. Okay, shifting your weight into that left foot. So good positive stretch going up into that left leg. We're gonna curl in just like we were doing. And then we're gonna find a diagonal reach. You're gonna step or toe tap your right toes down, back behind you. Reach your left arm up and look at that hand. And then curl in. And then reach up. Maybe you find a breath rhythm that matches. So an exhale can curl you in. And an inhale can extend you up. 3 more rounds. Curl in. Extend. Curl in, extend. 1 more time, curl in and reach. And then come back to center, just drop that left arm down, stand on your 2 feet. And again, lean over to the left, let your head lean to, little shake out of the arm. And then roll on up. Okay, over to the other side. So rearrange yourself. Almost there. Almost at the floor. I'm not going easy on you guys in these classes. Let's take our right arm into cactus. Left hand is going to lightly touch the chair. So this first variation, you may not need as much support. Lift your left knee up. Feel all that weight going into your right foot, and the floor pressing back into that right foot, and then curl in. So that right leg really is your foundation. And then curl in. Oop, I forgot to lower my left leg. And curl in. And lower down. We do about four more rounds of this. Curl in. Lower down. Maybe you don't hold on to the chair. Whoop, there's a little balance challenge for sure. Curling in and back. 2 more. Maybe there's breath that's happening, connecting the breath to a movement. And back. Let's rest. Arm down. Lean to the right. Let your head drop 2. Shake out your arm. And then roll on up. Okay, last variation here. Arm into cactus. Make sure you have a little space behind you. Left knee lifts. Yep, the chair is there for support. You're going to curl in, tuck your chin. And as you step back, you're going to toe tap your left toes. Reach up a little bit behind you with your right hand and look at that hand, and then curl in. And then step back. So it's not like a big step, it's just a toe tap and curl in. And back, we have about 4 more to go. Maybe an exhale takes you into that curling in position. And then inhale expands you, exhale. Inhale, 2 more. I feel all my muscles working here. I love it. In and open. Ah, step down, right arm drops, lean to the right. Let your arm really drop heavy. You can shake it out. Stretch through the left side of the neck and then roll on up. Okay, so you can put the weight down. You can move the chair to the side. We have one last standing thing to do, and then we are on the floor. So a little bit again of extended floor time. I just want to do a little tap out before we go into our heavy lifting. So we're going to tap out our low back. So light knuckles, tap out the low back. Make a sound here. Take a breath in and out. You can tap down to your sacrum, so the back of your pelvis, down low. Tap your hip joints, so right at the front of your pelvis. Okay, and then tap up to your sternum. Maybe use fingertips for your sternum. You can tap over to the right side of your chest, maybe a light fist with your left hand around the shoulder, the lung, and then just switch over to the other side. All right. Let's get moving. So it's time for, let's see what we have time for, 1 or 2 sets of our squats with heavy weights. If you have a dumbbell, you can use that. If you're using a dumbbell, you can hold it like this, right? Holding each side. I'm going to use this today, right? Or if you are holding books, maybe you start with like 2 coffee table books. That feels about the same, like maybe 6 or 7 pounds. And then maybe the second set you add more. So see how you feel with a slightly lighter load. Okay, are we ready? So I'm going to turn to my side so you can see form if you need a visual. Your feet are symmetrical. Some of you know that you need to turn your toes out a little bit to bend your knees so you can set yourself up for success. Then you shift your weight back towards your heels, sinking your hips back like you're trying to find the seat behind you and just letting the weight pull you down a little bit. Eventually your knees can bend a little bit more, maybe even touching the ground, but you only want to go as far down as your spine stays neutral. If we get too far and we start to do this, we start to round our back, we're going to come back up and we're just going to go as far as our spine stays neutral. Maybe it's just a quarter of the way down. That's fine. We have about 5 more to go. So just go at your own pace. I love the coming up from the squat because you can really use the floor as your friend. Really feel the strength of your legs pushing down into the floor to find that kind of bounce up. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Good. Now you can stay holding the weights if you want, just to stand to rest. Maybe even like do like a little rotation just to release any holding or tension. We're going to do 1 more set now. If you want to add more weight, you can. Okay, absolutely perfect. If you want to take weight away, you can. Okay, and so let's continue. I'll turn the other way to spice it up. All right, so set yourself up for success with your feet, and then you hip hinge, little bend of the knees to start, spine strong and long, and eventually maybe bend your knees deeper to go down lower, but your spine really does not change shape. We do about 8 of these, down and up. It may also feel kind of nice on your shoulders to get that weight pulling down. I know for me it feels kind of good. Okay. Keep going. We have about 4 more, depending on how fast you're going. And I always encourage you to go more on the slower side. Sometimes we rush to like get it over with, but then we sacrifice our form. Okay, 2 or 3 more. Great, great full body exercise. And the more we do them, the more weight we can add. Okay, and when you're done, you're done. You can put your weights down. Don't forget about form when you're putting your weights down. You know what I mean? Last little release here, just to swing it out. So feet can be a little bit wider even than hips distance. You start to rotate your pelvis, your spine, your arms start to swing. Maybe your feet get a little bit more involved today. There's like a little heel lift or a little bend of the knees to find that bounce. Keep going. Maybe your hands tap your low back, your ribs, your middle back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your body slow down, slow down, slow down, and pause. Take a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Notice your body, your breath, your posture, your energy. Take a breath in and out.